The Brandenburg Gate, thriving, touristy and very relaxed. But it wasn't always like that. 30 years ago, the eastern side was silent, scary, and there was no avoiding the wall which cut the city in two. If you ventured into East Berlin, it was like going through the looking glass. Few people here had cars, so the streets were mostly empty. Life was drab and depressing, and the police were everywhere. This was Stasi-land, the secret police state. The Stasi's archives are on public show nowadays. There are 111 kilometers of secret files in all. Something like 1 person in every 7 was being watched and reported on. There were spies in every factory, in every office, in every street, in every block of flats. Husbands spied on their wives and wives on their husbands. Stasi headquarters kept a special eye on a leading dissident called Hans-Jürgen Misselwitz. 30 years later, he's come to terms with the fact that people he knew, friends even, had spied on him.
There were people I knew, yeah, but I had a different, we had a different explanation what their motives were and what some were still convinced that they did the right thing.
Did anybody who had informed on you say sorry?
Oh, no.
The East German crowds were emboldened by the liberal changes in Moscow, brought in by the reformist Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. They took to the streets demanding greater freedom, and the demonstrations grew bigger and bigger. The police and the Stasi used plenty of force, but it still wasn't clear if they'd actually opened fire on the demonstrators. There was no massacre, to the huge relief of protest leaders like Jens Reich.
That was really miraculous, that no violence took place. Such a peaceful outcome is really not the usual thing.
And there was another miracle. The East German government spokesman announced live on television that the wall would open that night. Thousands of people headed for the crossing points, and no one stopped them. The last premier of communist East Germany, Hans Modrow, told us that he and his colleagues had no idea this would happen when they took the decision. It was only as he walked home afterwards that some excited young people told him the wall was open. A whole new world was being born. John Simpson, BBC News, Berlin.